How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to FIFA 17 Career Mode. We are back with Fulham. Bit of a disaster at the end of the last episode, which I'm just going to quickly apologise for again. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it now. Basically, I was recording the audio through the face cam. The face cam died. We lost the audio for about the second half of the video, which is a real shame. This time, I'm running it both separately, and we switched it back up to the beautiful blue snowball, because I still think it sounds better. So we're going to find out anyway. For this episode, hopefully we might lose face cam again during this episode. I hope not, but if we do this time, we won't lose any audio and we'll have a proper episode for you guys. So just to recap really quickly then, we played our first two pre-season friendlies. In the last episode we took over as Fulham manager. We also signed Kaliki Iheanacho on a loan deal. In today's episode we're going to be playing hopefully up to about 4 games. We'll see how it goes. We've got a final pre-season friendly which I'm just going to really quickly run through because it's not actually that important anymore because we are out. But if we could pick up a win, hopefully we'll get a little bit of prize money for that as well, and we can look to maybe sign some new players, because I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure if it was mentioned in the last episode. I did mention it, but it might have had to been cut out. We could do with a left or right midfielder, which we don't really have any backups. Obviously we've currently got Aite and Kearney, who are doing awesome for us, solid performances in those first 2 games, but they don't really have any replacements, and I know especially in Championship we're going to need some backup players to bring into cup games, to rest players as well. So we're going to be diving in, because I don't really know who to sign, to be quite honest. So we're just going to dive in and we're going to look, can we look for a winger? If we look for we're going to go winger. Hopefully it doesn't just bring wingers, and I don't really want to get involved too much, but perhaps we could have some promising players to look for. Contract is fine. In terms of age, we're going to just go for the 26-year-olds. And we're going to let our scouts do their things, and hopefully we can bring in a new player before the transfer window is over. I don't have a lot of money left over because I spent pretty much 95% of my wage budget on bringing in Iheanacho. Now, how do you, on this game, you know, I should know, this is really bad, how do you adjust your transfer budget? Oh, you have to do it in finances. So we've got a 3.79 transfer budget. There we go, there it is. And we've got £10,000 wage budget. We might have to switch that over a little bit. Hopefully the wingers we try and sign are going to be cheap, or again we might have to look at that 2-year loan deal, which we know works really awesome for us. Anyway, we'll let our wingers do our things, and we're going to crack on with our final pre-season game. Now, I know at the start of the last episode I contradicted myself on what difficulty we were playing on. I changed it down to world class, even though I said we were going to leave it on legendary, and then I think I completely changed my mind again. But hey, there you go. International management, definitely not going to get involved in that just yet. So we're going to leave it on legendary for now, and if we're struggling we'll switch it down to world class. I think I said that. Honestly I can't remember. That's what we're going to go with. Still very upset that there is no Craven Cottage on the game, but there we go. It doesn't matter too much for pre-season. We're going to go. I'm going to stick my second team out, so I'm going to switch the team up a little bit because I don't want any players being injured or tired for the start of the season, because that's more important to us now. So I'll be right back with the team. Okay then guys, so this is the team we're going for the pre-season game. We've got Smith and Martin as the 2 strikers. We've got Cavana, who we know is looking really good over on the left hand side. We've got Scotty Parker playing for us today as a central midfielder. He's going to be alongside Yozabed because I've decided that Cabana, who had a quality game, he's only a few ratings lower, but I think he should get into the first team over Yozabed. We've still got Kearney over on the right hand side because I literally don't have any other players to play over there, so he's going to have to go in there for now. Hopefully he'll recover and won't pick up any injuries before the start of the season. Fredericks is going to be our right back. Madl and Sigurdsson. Oh, I've still got Sigurdsson in centre back. We're going to swap him out for Badurov because Sigurdsson is a solid player for us. Madl and Badurov in centre back. Malone comes over on the left hand side. Jeronen is in goal. He had quite a good game when he came on as well for us. Scotty Parker's going to be the captain. Let's jump into the game. And as I said guys, we're just going to really quickly show you some highlights of this game. We're not going to spend too long on it so that we can kick straight off into the new season. We also have coffee, which is very important. Martin, great through ball is Smith. Oh, first chance of the game there for us. It was a good save in the end by the Numancia goalkeeper. It was a lovely through ball. Juaro's through. He's going to turn the defence. He plays it back up. Wow, a world-class strike. Is that Hugo Perez? Well, no chance of even stopping that. Just as we had the first chance of the game, Perez there for Numancia has just completely ruined all hopes of getting anything out of this game. If, you know, we can't stop that at all. Well, especially not on this difficulty. It's a beautiful setup. There's the nice pass from the outside, first time volley. Look at the curl on that. Not even bloody. I don't know. Buffon would have saved that. I was trying to think of a really awesome keeper. I came up with Buffon. There you go. But especially my 61 rated goalkeeper, he ain't going to stop that. Cracking goal. It is Perez. It's 1-0 Numancia. Still playing quite well here. Yozabed. Lovely through ball. Can he find Martin? He's at the post. Parker! I think it was blocked. It's going to be a corner. It is. Nice little play. Build-up play there. Well, Parker doesn't seem very happy. It's not going to show Martin's shot, which did hit the post. Parker had the open goal. It was a really good tackle. It's going to be Kearney with the following corner. Whips it into the box. Can he find Maddle's header? Beat the keeper. It was cleared off the line. This is going to be so much easier when we're back in playing Championship. I can pronounce everyone's names. It's a decent effort there by the number 4. It's a cracking save. It was right at the keeper. It's a good play again from Numancia. 3 minutes has been added on. They've got a corner before half-time. It's not the best of corners, and Cavana will clear that away. Is that going to be it? Is there one last chance here? Matteo? No, there's not. So that is then half-time, and it's 1-0 again. Very solid performance again, guys. First sort of action of the game was us trying to go through on goal. We had a shot. It wasn't the best. Well, we didn't quite make the shot, and it rolled up to the keeper. We then got caught on a break, and Perez scored a scorcher. Probably the second goal of the pre-season. First one's obviously going to go to Piazon for his goal, I think, in the last episode. I don't know if you got... Actually, he didn't score, did he? No. But there you go. Anyway, cracking goal. Let's move into the second half as Getafe beat Mallorca, but doesn't matter too much for us, or they're beating Mallorca. Doesn't matter too much. We're going to make some substitutions. Cavana's played well, but I think he's struggling for pace, so we're going to bring Aite on. We're going to bring in Piaz on because he's a solid player. I want him to get involved. We're also going to let Aluka have a game. Smith has not had the best of games, hasn't quite got the ratings, and I think he fluffed a few chances. Oh, Aite, the substitutes through here. Can he find an equaliser? Oh, it was a decent effort across the goal, looking for that far right top corner, but unfortunately, maybe could have squared it instead. It's a decent effort. It's curling, and it's on target. Width-wise, just a little bit too high. Too much power he got underneath that there. I was leaning back too much. He almost made an instant impact, the substitute. Aite. Fredericks is in an advanced position, the right back here. He's had a great game. Fredericks, what can he do with it? Where's the runners? He's got a couple in the box. He's going to whip it across. It's come back post. It's fallen for Aluka! And we get our first goal of the pre-season, the first goal of the series, guys. It's Sone Aluko. It's a little bit of a scrappy one. It doesn't really mean a lot, but it does mean we're going to come away with a goal and hopefully a point here. It was a beautiful cross. Fredericks played very well. Good cross. I think he was looking for Martin at the back post. It was sort of shepherded out and not quite cleared. It just dropped for Aluko. He didn't hit it clearly. Come off the bottom of his shin by the looks of it. But beat the keeper, that's the most important thing, and it's into the back of the net. It's 1-1, game on. And with that then, we are going to make some more substitutions. Scotty Parker not looking too happy at the minute. We're going to bring on Cabano for his pace. We're also going to strengthen it up over on the left-hand side, and Bouton, I don't know why I keep calling that Button, is going to come in goal. Let's see what happens after. We've still got, 20 minutes, 23 minutes left. We could get a result from this, which would be a positive to go into the first game of the season. Which is against Newcastle, by the way. Aite. Cabano. Nice play. Where's he going? Cabano. Almost took on 3 of them. 2 minutes left. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. But we've been on the ascendancy this second half. Cabano. Nice ball. Aite. Definitely been some outstanding performances in this half. He's found the run to the byline. His cross wasn't as good as it has been all game. Piazon wings it back though. His Kearney's had a good game. He's had a good pre-season. What can he do with it? Can he move the ball? He can. Here's Piazon. From the edge. Piazon blocked. Rebound. Penalty! I'm guessing that was for handball. Not sure what that was all about, to be quite honest. It was the original shot from Piazon was blocked outside the box, and then we're just trying to get it back in the box, just heading it around. And there must have been a handball going on in there somewhere. In the 93rd minute of our final pre-season, we've been gifted a penalty here. We're going to let Aluko take it, assuming his penalty stats are decent. They are. So is Piazon, but Aluko wants his second, giving some confidence going up into the start of the season. It's Aluko, it's a solid penalty, it's 2-1, and hopefully that'll be victory for us today. And there it is, Sone Aluko, 2 goals in the European International Cup, 2 goals today, 90th minute penalty, and it's hopefully that was last kick and has won us the game. Sorry for Numancia, they had a solid first half. There is the full-time whistle, but we came out in the second half. We managed to grab that nice goal from Aluko. It was a scrappy goal, but it got us back into the game. The substitutions definitely made an impact. We've come away with a 2-1 victory. A solid performance to go out of the European International Cup. The friendly pre-season tournaments are over then, guys. We are going to see if our scouts has picked anyone up. Otherwise, we're going to just jump straight into the first game of the season against Newcastle. So just a quick confirmation there for you guys of the friendly pre-season tournament. We did actually end up coming third. We picked up 3 points, a win and 2 losses. Scored 2 goals, conceded 4, not the best at goal difference of -2. But we beat Numancia, so we finished above them. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough. Getafe and Mallorca both qualify. From the other group, Toulouse and Kortrijk also qualify over Herivenen and Union Berlin. We're going to let them play out the tournament, and we're going to go straight into the start of the season. So just really quickly, guys, we've been given an additional £1,062,500 transfer budget for our performance in the International Cup. That's not too bad. That's quite nice. It's unfortunate we didn't reach the final of the European International Cup, but the most important thing is the team is fit and ready for the start of the season. We still have confidence in your abilities to meet the season's objectives, expectations, and are looking forward to it. Okay, the board not too upset by that loss. It's what counts now that's important. So we've got a bit more transfer budget. Can our scouts, before the start of the season, find someone for us to bring to the club? Not that I really want to be dropping anybody at the minute. Everyone's had a solid game. I know we didn't quite get the results, but they have come back with some players that they decided not to tell us about. I think, realistically, Ramadan Sobhi. Now, someone has suggested this player to me. He's 6 foot, 19 years old. He does look decent. We don't really know much about him, other than he's got good acceleration, good sprint speed, good short passing. So we're going to scout him further. We're also going to add him to the shortlist, and we're going to inquire about him. Portuguese from Peterborough. Reece Greenwood, he looks average. I mean, his stats are decent. Is there anyone else who looks interesting here? Sacco. Hadi Sacco from Leeds United. He doesn't look like a bad shout. We're going to do the same to him. Maybe can we pick up a third? Or Madhu Barrow from Swansea City. He is not a bad player. I think, let's see who else we've got listed. But he could be, or Patrick Roberts. He's just signed for Celtic, I do believe, so we're not going to be able to pick him up. Joe Dodu is not a bad player either, but I think unless we find somebody interesting, Shea Ojo could be a shout. Leroy Sane, oh. I'm going to scout him as well. He has been loan listed, but I think I want to be looking more at buying a player this time round. Leroy Sane. Now, if we could get him on loan, which I really doubt we can, that would be a fair shout. We're going to try it. I mean, he's a quality player. And then finally, we're also going to scout. Who was that one of the player I wanted to quickly look at? I think it was Madhu Barrow. He's not a bad player for Swansea. We're going to scout him as well and add him to the shortlist. Okay, so there's the wingers that we're going to pick up. We're going to let our scouts do their work and get some more information about them, and we'll try and pick them up later on. Ramadan Sobhi recently joined Stoke, so we probably wouldn't be able to sign him. Hadi Sacco would cost 1.6 million. We don't know much about him at the minute, but that is affordable. We need to sort his wage budget out, but let's wait until we get some more information on him before we start throwing some money at him. Alright, so just really quickly then, guys, this is something I like to look at. In the news, it tells you the expectations and the predicted finish for all the clubs. We're going to look at what they're saying for us this season. Going up the battle cry for Fulham fans. Predicted finish 5th. Key player is Iheanacho, definitely. Automatic promotion this season is vital to Fulham if they were to hold their very best players next year, and they would be going flat out from the start of the campaign to ensure they remain at the head of the affairs throughout. Forwards such as Iheanacho will need to do everything he can to bring goals and assists to the team, while in midfield Floyd Ayite can help provide additional goal scoring opportunities as well as assists in the equally vital defensive duties. Defender Thomas Callas, meanwhile, will have to be ready to turn defence into attack as soon as the opportunity presents itself. Adeyeto Aiden has a potential to go right to the top, as this could be his breakthrough year. Some interesting comments there. We definitely know that Iheanacho is going to be our star player, hopefully. We definitely know that Ayite is a solid winger for us, and Callas is a good defender. We've got our final scout report on Shea Ojo. We're going to go and look at everyone in a moment. Leroy Sané as well. Solid as Iheanacho's attack position has now gone up to an 80. Now that's solid for a championship player. Not that he's a championship player. Callas has just improved as well. He's now 73 rated, which is also very solid. Now Shea Ojo listed for loan. I just don't think he's got the potential if we were to loan him in. Not sure it's really necessary. I think we want to look more at the right wing as opposed to the left wing, because we have got Cavana who can come in for Ayite, and Cavana's had a good performance so far. We've only got Kearney over on the right. Sobby, who's a solid player, definitely someone we want to keep our eyes on. We're not going to sign him this moment in time, but we're going to leave him for now. I'm going to take Ojo out because he's not that great, and we're going to remove him from the shortlist. So it leaves us between Sane, Saka and Barrow. Now realistically we can't obviously sign Sane. His wage budget is currently 87,000. We're going to leave him on the list though, because I'm always going to be interested in him. It's between now Sacco and Barrow. Now Barrow is unaffordable, unfortunately, and we really want to get someone in right away. So Hadi Sacco, only 68 rated, but I think he's going to be a solid player for us. We need 14k wage budget, so I'm just going to really quickly go and adjust my budgets, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we are back, and as much as I did play around with the budgets to try and buy Barrow, it just wasn't going to be happening, unfortunately, for us at the moment. So they've told us they want a 1.6 million, which is affordable, but we're going to go for a 1.3, and let's just see what they say. We'll be quite comfortable with his wage budget as well, so we could offer him perhaps a little bit more wage to try and convince him to come to the club. So we've put that offer in for our second signing. Let's see how that advances as we approach the game. I don't think he's going to get into the squad for Newcastle if the bid is accepted. Has been accepted, 1.3 million. So even though you inquire and they give you a value, always try and go a little bit shorter because it's got potential. They've got potential to accept. He wants 15k, which is fine. We'll give him 5% on a 4-year loan deal. His current squad role is squad rotation player. We're going to offer him that as well, just so he doesn't complain at his game time. He might not accept based on that, so we might have to improve that offer, but we'll always see. He's not going to make it for the Newcastle game, or is he? If he's accepted his contract, he hasn't. Okay then guys, so time for the first game of the season. We are at home to Newcastle United, who are going to go in their away kit, just so there's not much of a kit clash. I believe this was a 1-1 draw in real life opening day of the season. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't really follow Fulham that much. I won't be dropping those scores out for you every time. But this is the team we've gone with based on pre-season performances. Aluko and Iheanacho are going to be our striking partnership. Ayite over on the left-hand side. Cabano has broken into the midfield. He's going to be linking it with Piazon with Kearney over on the right. Callas at the right-hand side of the defence. Ream and Sigurdsson are the central partnerships, with Sigurdsson the captain. Odui is over in the left-hand side. Button is in goal. And Fredericks, the right-back who we've got, has made himself a place onto the bench with those solid pre-season performances. So that drops Malone out of the team at the moment, but we're just going to see how it goes.
It's match time. Martin Tyler here and Alan Smith with you as always to describe it. And we're looking forward to something special today, eh?
Well, I think so, Martin. I hope these two teams won't disappoint us.
The match today sees Fulham against Newcastle United.
Looking forward to this one. And you look at this home side and there's no reason why they can't get promoted. And I think they should. That should be the least of their ambitions. They should be up the top with the players that they've got. And coming up against a team here that's difficult to know how they're going to react to getting relegated last season. If they do pick themselves up and forget about it, I think they can have a successful campaign.
can check on the Fulham lineup. Probably one of the two front men will slip behind the other and augment the midfield when required.
I think so. If they start getting overloaded in the middle of the park, that's always an option for this manager, who does like to fill his midfield.
Newcastle United's lineup. Jack Colback starts with Cheikh Tiote in the centre of the park. We'll see how the striking option works with just one up front. Well, for a club the size of Newcastle United to have two relegations...
Opening day of the Championship then, an exciting time here in London. I believe this is a Friday night. It's a beautiful occasion as Fulham go ahead against Newcastle. Alan Smith there. Oh, I hope, by the way, guys, I left a little bit of the instructions in for the first game of the season. I won't be doing that for every game, don't worry. Just thought we'd get the authenticity out there for game number 1. Leave a like as well on the video, guys, if you're excited for the start of the Championship season with Fulham. Alan Smith, he believes we can get promoted. What a top guy. But it hasn't started as he's as Gamez. Okay, that's a poor ball. Doherty should be dealing with that, and he's somehow played it out for a corner. Not what we wanted. Good start from Newcastle. They've got a corner. It's not the best of corners. Cleared away by Kearney. It's a ball back to Clark. It's infield to Ritchie. Good signing from Bournemouth there from Newcastle. It's flicked across. Lazard tried to get across it. Took a deflection. I think it was Callas who tried to head it away. He's headed it towards goal. Nearly scored an own goal. And it's another corner for Newcastle. 10 minutes in here. Newcastle certainly on top at the minute with 2 corners. This time it's cleared away by Cabano and it's fallen for Iheanacho. Can he counter? Not really known for his pace, Iheanacho. More of his strength and his heading ability. But he's found Piazon, who's got some space here. Kearney's good and made a good run. Counter-attack here. Kearney's going to go it alone. Tom Kearney. It's not a bad effort. It's an easy save in the end for Sears. Good interception from Callas. I don't know if it's just me, but Mitrovic seems to be dropping deep in the midfield. I'm not sure if that's his position. But it'll be nice for us if he stays there and gets away from goal, because he is lethal. Oh, brilliant play from Piazon. He's going to be a solid player for us as well this year. Kearney, what can he do? He hasn't quite got the pace to get around his men. Cabano, we do know has a pace. Callas, who almost scored no goal in the opening game. This opening few minutes. He's now found a run. Callas with the ball in. That's going to fall for a Luco. And how has he put it wide there? Where was Iheanacho when you needed him? We got a 6-footer up front instead. I think the 5'5" striker, he is never going to be getting his head properly onto that. Gets underneath it. Fires it over the bar. Where was Iheanacho when you needed him? Still Diarmi. Can't get a tackle in here. Still Diarmi. Still Diarmi. Oh, this is a beautiful run. Diarmi passes it. Gouffran. It's 1-0 Newcastle. Terrible, terrible defending there. Diarmi has just completely ruined the whole team. Waiting for him to go alone. Plays a pass. No one picked up the run of Gouffran. Not the best of efforts either. Should have been saving that there, keeper. But for all the efforts we had earlier on, although Newcastle did start brightly, 38th minute, Johan Gouffran gets the opening game of the Championship goal. Great interception. Kearney manages to keep hold of it. Piazon, he's going to find Iheanacho. Can we get forward a Luco? Back to Iheanacho. Piazon's carried on his run. He's into the box. Can he cut inside? He does. He's going to pass it out. Here's a Luco. What can he do with it? Finds Iheanacho in the box. Iheanacho hits the post, and that should have been the equaliser right there. Iheanacho, number 18. Is that 18 or is that 78? I think it is number 18. Definitely should have had his first goal of the season there. Great play from Piazon to find the pass to a Luco, who didn't panic, held it up well to find Iheanacho. That is it then, half time. It's Fulham 0, Newcastle 1. We've definitely had a good chance. There's a lot of corners in the opening 15 minutes. Newcastle were on top really for the first half. We did manage to come back into it, but a bit of a nice run from Diarmi, who broke through the whole team. Found a nice pass through to Gouffran, who opened the scoring in the 38th minute. Iheanacho had a shot right before half-time, unfortunately hit the post, but it was a good effort from him. It's half-time, it's Fulham 0, Newcastle United 1. Into the second half then, no change of personnel so far. Newcastle chant is ringing around Not Craven Cottage. Richie now's having a good game. That's a nice ball through. Mitrovic could have made it too. Somehow he's missed. Odui from outside the box wins us a corner, I do believe. We're going to make a substitution here. We're going to bring on... See, this is where we could do with our other right midfielder. We're going to bring on Jozabed. Piazon's been playing well as Mitrovic makes way for Murphy. Kearney with the corner. It's found Sigurdsson's header. Good save. Rebound. Callas. Oh. And side netting. Yet Cabano makes way then for Jozabed. Good header from Sigurdsson. Good save by the goalkeeper. It fell for Callas. It was a very difficult angle, but we would have liked it at least on target there, Callas. As a player's gone down injured for Newcastle. Diami's going to carry on. Please someone stop him. I literally can't tackle him. Still can't tackle him. Sigurdsson finally tackles him. I don't really want to be taking Iheanacho off from this corner. I think we're going to bring Cavana on over on the right hand side. We'll bring him on the left. We'll move Aite over to the right. We're going to give Kearney a rest. We just need to get a little bit of pace going here. 10 minutes to go. We could push for an equaliser. Sean Cavana makes way to the pitch. Managed to get the ball back. Callas. He's now forward. He's got pace. The former Chelsea man. Wins a free kick there. An opportunity here to get some players into the box and to whip a ball in. 6 or 7 minutes left. We're going to use this new style of tape. Piazon is going to knock a ball forward, which he does beautifully. And Bemba manages to deal with it, but only for a corner. Pressure's still on here. Jozabed has got it back finally. What can he do with it? Aluko. Aite was held up, but he's managed to find some space. Now for a decent effort. Iheanacho is there at the back post. Aluko's also there. And he's chipped it over. Very similar situation to how he scored in the last game for the equaliser, but this time it was terrible. Just, I think I'd held down the chip button accidentally because I was trying to switch player. Hate it when that happens. Just chipped it over the bar. 4 minutes have been added on. We could have had a chance there. Callas picked the ball up, but unfortunately fouled his man. So we're not going to get any more chances here, I don't think. It's going to be Matt Ritchie to whip a ball in. Last minute of the game. Can we get it away? We can. Can we get it away still? We've got it to the keeper. Can we start something? Is there one last chance? That was terrible. Jozabed though, he's got it. There's no chance for Dio to bring the ball forward. It's called for full time. It's finished Fulham 0, Newcastle 1. A little bit disappointed, but like I said, it is against Newcastle, probably the best team in the league. So the hardest game so far. Disappointed obviously to lose the opening day. We ended the pre-season in good form, but some good performances overall from some players, and basically just some good saves from Mats Sowles. Quality, and that one little lapse of concentration where, or quality from Newcastle really. Diami ran through the whole defence, passes it to Gouffran to get the goal of the game. So it's finished 1-0 Newcastle, not too bad. We're going to try and bring in our player from Leeds now, as we have a cup game next, which we will go and play. Jozabed has been labelled as a secret weapon. Now he's not really involved so far in our season, but Hadi Sakho has accepted his contract, so we have a solid new player coming to the club. We've still got 3 million left. Probably not going to be looking at any more players for the rest of the season. Let's go and add him into the team. Now guys, just quickly flicking through his stats. Now he is only 68 rated overall, 22 years old. So he hasn't quite got the ability to progress as much as I'd have liked. But I think he's going to be a solid player as a substitute. He has a speciality of speedster. And if you look at his acceleration of 90, agility of 82, sprint speed of 91 and strength of 76 as well, for a Championship League player, that's going to be solid. I think Cavana's going to have to drop out of the team for now to make way for Sakho, who's a little bit tired after the last game. But we've got a cup game coming up, so it could be a chance for Sakho to make his mark here. So then guys, we're going to play the final game of this episode. Going to be against Wimbledon in the EFL Cup. Definitely a chance now to get a win on the board. Going to put them in their blue kit. Now it is a cup game, and we have got a league game coming up very, very soon. So Fredericks is going to get a start. Madel is also going to get a start over Ream. Sakho is going to be making his debut in place of Kearney. Iheanacho is going to take a break, and Martin's going to play. Jozabed and Parker will play in the midfield. Sigurdsson's going to play, Ayite's going to stay around, and I think we're going to also bring in Malone over on the left hand side of the field. That's the team we're going to go with. Let's go and pick up a win against Wimbledon. Now this video is probably going to be a little bit longer than usual, although we have only played 3 games and I'm trying to get 4 games in per episode, but we are still in transfer window, so we have to deal with all of that. Once we're over from the transfer window, we'll just be getting into games thick and fast. Here we go then, League Cup game, Wimbledon. Here's Hadi Sakho. Transfer fee of 1.3 million, the French international, 22 years old, just signed from Leeds, so he is definitely used to the Championship. He's got a bit of a shoddy haircut though, I'm not going to lie, but we're going to see, can he impress us and maybe force his way into the team over Kearney. He is not highly rated, but only 22 years old, and I think he's going to be a solid player for us, especially with those stats of the pace. And look at him, he's quite a big man as well up front there. Well, not up front, but on the wings. Should be doing greatness for him. Oh, there's a nice ball through. Aluko! Sonny Aluko! And it's 1-0 inside 12 minutes here against Wimbledon. It's a beautiful ball knocked forward. Aluko had to do a little bit of work to get on the end of it, push past the through players, but he used his strength and he only knew what he wanted to do. There's the ball through. Defenders should have done better. It's a beautiful take there. He goes down. Nice first touch finish. Back of the net. 1-0. Sonny Aluko with the goal. Oh, nasty tackle there on Aluko. Surely it's going to be a booking referee. He's trying to play the 1-2 with Martin. It's going to be a yellow card for Charles. Trying to take out the goal scorer there, stopping the threat. Good tactical yellow, but that was a nasty challenge. That was definitely don't want him getting injured. Look at that. Went about 50 foot up in the air there. Sonny Aluko's now in the box. Goes for goal himself. Good save. Tight angle, but good effort. Great play. He can get a cross off himself to Martin, whose header is just over the bar. Could have been 2 there right before half time. Nice ball, Martin. Same as the early goal. It's Aluko this time again. Aluko! It's at the post! Oh, he definitely should have made it 2 there for half time. It was the same sort of setup as the goal. It was Martin, a little chip through ball to Aluko, giving him some work to do, winning the ball well. Gets his shot away and hits the post. Unlucky. It's half time, guys. Sorry, the webcam I've just noticed has switched off. That's a bit unfortunate. We appear to have lost the webcam, guys. I'm so sorry, and I think we've lost the footage completely. Luckily, I'm still recording the audio for you guys. Don't know why the webcam has gone off. I'm going to be right back. It's half time. I'll be back in a second. I'm not sure what's happened. The USB's a little bit dodgy, and it's malfunctioned, which is just a pain in the backside. I don't know if it's saved the footage. You guys will obviously know after I've edited the video, and obviously I'll know then, but right now I have no idea what's going on. It's just switched off, everything's gone black. The Elgato and Audacity is still recording, which is the main thing. I don't want to be losing that footage, so I'm not going to play around with the webcam until I finish this video, or until I finish this game. I've saved all the recordings, and we might be able to recover something, but so far, 2 videos recorded with the webcam, 0 successful recordings, as Wimbledon kick off the second half with an opportunity and almost a goal. There was an open goal here! I wasn't really... poor defending there, lapse of concentration. Wimbledon have pulled through an equaliser. I'm still thinking about the webcam, I do apologise, guys. I don't want to sort of restart anything just yet. But there we go. Andy Barsham has managed to get an equaliser for Wimbledon. This game could be going on a little bit longer, but we shall see. We are going to bring Kearney on. We are going to bring Iheanacho on. We are going to bring Piazon on to try and pick up a victory for us here. We should have seen this game through, really. We should have had 3 before half time. We only had 1 and they found an equaliser. Back to Ayite. Nice ball. Here's Malone, who's made some advances forwards, goes for goal. It's just wide. No, Aluko. What can he do here? The fight to keep the ball is unreal from Aluko. Kearney whips it in. No one there. Aluko on the edge. Aluko! Ah, it's 2-1! Sonny Aluko, he's had a quality game and he nets a goal in the 83rd minute. It's all over for Wimbledon this time. We're going to see this game through this time. Had to focus so hard since their equaliser. Punch from the keeper. And I think it's Iheanacho actually gets a little bit of an assist there because he seems to take the keeper down after he's punched it. It took him a while to reset. He's actually up by the time Aluko has his shot. But he ain't going to be stopping that. It's a solid strike from Sonny Aluko. It's 2 for him again in this game. He by far is our best player at the club at the moment. And hopefully that has just seen us through to the next round of the Cup. Of course, it gets to deal with that all day long here. Nacho with the nice little flick to Aluko. The football is now free flowing from Fulham. There's a bit of a mouthful. Just calming things down a little bit now. Waiting for the run. 3 minutes have been added on Kearney. Yozabed, there it is, full time. And a solid victory for us there. We turned off a little bit at the start of that second half, interrupted by the destruction of the face cam. But we're not going to let that get in the way of things. Sonny Aluko turned up again, and a beautiful strike 7 minutes from time to grab the winner. We're through to the next round then, guys. It's finished Fulham 2, Wimbledon 1. So then, guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. I did hope you enjoyed this second instalment of my Fulham FIFA 17 career mode. I'm going to leave you with the League 2, the Championship table. I do apologise. Not much to look at really, but following our defeat, obviously we are down there in 19th position. Not really too much to say. It was against Newcastle. We picked up the win against Wimbledon, which was solid. We'll be back in the next episode for more, and we're going to hopefully see out the transfer window as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you want to see more Fulham career mode, and subscribe if you're new around here for some new FIFA 17 content coming your way. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.